live at 3. Let's go climb a tree. And before we get into these weird pay-only milestones, which has been getting some negative sentiment, I want to talk about it, but we're going to take a look at this picture. What is this? What's going on over here with Purple Sticky? And why is he a mouse? Or, well, I don't actually know what's going on. Okay. Guardian came to the game today, and there's a lot of questions on whether or not he's going to be Striker or Raider. And I did Raider on North Star and Striker on Guardian. I think you could have done the opposite of that. I think like either of those two characters could have been Striker or Raider, and I'm not 100% sure. But for now, on Guardian, I'm doing Striker so I can get the defense down. But I think they could be flipped. The reason why I think that way, too, is when I was playing North Star and doing testing on North Star, his assist attack, which gives trauma when he has 10 charges, just never seemed to happen. And it felt better with him Raider and Guardian Striker. But it could entirely be the other way around. Now, there is an event. We're going to read this, but this has stirred up a little bit of controversy. If we go in-game and look at this event, I mean, there is a buy-only milestone. I guess it's going to be a part of two different events where you can spend $350. And there really is no point to this event. It's not an event. It's basically an offer or bonus offers or bonus stuff. And so we're going to talk about it because I'm not sure that the optics are the best on this. Let me switch to the other side of the screen. Take flight with Guardian and Sasquatch. If you're going to take Alpha Clock to great heights, you can launch this team into low Earth orbit with this big event heading your way. Take flight is a premium event. And I think they've used this word premium in the past, which just means it's not an event. Take flight is an offer. This is just a whale milestone bonus things as only to do with spending. I don't think that they should use the word event here. Take Flight is a premium offer with two parts. First goes live with the Guardian's arrival, which is today. And the second goes live with Sasquatch. Take Flight milestones. They're just like running like trailing offers. I don't know why they didn't just put the items inside the offers, right? I mean, they could have just put the items inside the offers. I don't know. Deliver major payload of resources reward of recruiting these two powerful Alpha Flight characters. Here are the details. Take Flight Guardian, secure bonus character shards, Crimson Gear pieces, and diamond upgrades when you take advantage of Guardian offers. Earn points by purchasing stuff, right? Rewards. North Star Guardian character shards, diamonds for Sunfire, gold training modules, and Crimson Gear pieces. The offer starts, and then it looks like this is going to be something similar. So here's the thing. Like, this is the part that I don't really understand about this. I feel like, you know, I'm in the category where, you know, I bought the one offer, but I don't care. Like, this is not going to make me spend more. I'll take the bonus stuff, but I'm not going to spend $350, and I just don't care. Like, it doesn't affect me. I'll take the bonus stuff, but this is absolutely 100% not making me spend more. Then I think there's a large number of players that are not going to buy the character offers, and they don't care either. And I feel like most people just don't care about this. Now, what I don't understand and why they would do this, I feel like the people that do spend and like, yay, I get cool stuff and I get more stuff, are a very, very small number of players. And then there's another group of players that are not going to be doing this, and they just look at this as like predatory. This is an event that feels bad, and they're upset. And I've seen some posts about this. So I'm not really sure what the upside is to Scopely to doing it this way. Why create an event? Why call it an event when it's just an offer? Call it an offer, put dollar signs, say bonus offers, bonus for spending, reframe this so this doesn't look and feel bad for people, you know, just like, oh, you're just excluding free to play, widening the gap. This kind of feels similar to the bang for your buck anniversary collect web UPCs. I mean, it's the same thing. Like, this is basically a bonus for buying like ultra cores, right? You can see I bought some ultra cores and get some bonus stuff. So in a lot of ways, it's almost identical to that, except where it's in game. The incentive for war was lost. and I agree with this. After all the changes, which I do like some of them, I think they're okay. The proverbial carrot that we are chasing after now, they used to entice us with diamonds. Nope. Now the node is defensive heavy. Yes, it's more of a hassle. And they do not even throw us a bone by putting in red gear in that mode. As a veteran player and all the characters have farmed to 7, it's just a bi-weekly payout now. Give us a reason to care more about this mode. And so for me, I saw this game mode pivot to being Mephisto Wars, and that's fine. It's just not that interesting to me. And I've lost a lot of interest personally in War. Where before I was playing War because it was competitive and I felt like there was at least this incentive to play well because I could overcome obstacles, and I like the competitive of it. But now it's just Mephisto War. So I'm guessing for me, being that the rewards for War are kind of lackluster, I'm not going to really care about it until I get Mephisto. And when I get Mephisto and more people have Mephisto and it goes back to being like a more competitive game mode, I'll get more interested. I felt this way when Super Scroll came out. I feel like it's the same thing that happened with Super Scroll. And that's fine if they want to design it around, the Dark Dimension reward and giving the people that get the Dark Dimension their Dark Dimension reward earlier, the wins. I guess that's okay. Daily objectives, 8 raid battles. Spotlight raids have alliance made no longer able to hit the 8 raid battles for the dailies. All right. You can go in to the battle and hit lose battle and retreat. And let's say you have 60 energy. As long as you can go in, as long as your characters go first. Like if you take fast characters, you can back out. And it says, well, you don't need to complete 8 nodes a day, right? Just do raid battles. So all they need to do is retreat a few times. So yeah, I don't think people understand that. You can retreat and it still counts towards the daily objectives. But you got to put your fast characters in there. If they don't go first, then I guess they could get exploded. But anyways, week-long Blitz event. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Please stop with this week-long Blitz events. If we must do them, please only make it a day or 2 of light blitzing. Blitzing is so enjoyable, tedious, and annoying. Makes me burn out, makes me want to take a break from the game. So I'm playing 2 accounts right now, and I feel like on my main account, I got through this pretty quickly, but on my free-to-play account, which is only 2 months old, this is super tedious. Also, Nowhere versus Infestation. Now, I've tried this. This is not a good matchup. I don't know what they did, but a massive Nowhere, and they got destroyed by Infestation. So what they did is they boosted Big Time Spider-Man basically drastically. He got a drastic buff, and really messes with most of the normal counters altogether. How come my team severely lose a bunch downs against a team that's made to counter in the mode it's made to counter in? Usually they save my Nova for Gamma or overtime, but Big Infestation and said screw it and lost without taking down one character. Yeah, I get it. So the counter that I've been using, and I think there's probably a more efficient, but there probably will be a video about this, or it'll be in the next War video that Kat edits. She's going out of town, so maybe a couple days late. But this was a 3.2 million Infestation with a relatively scary Big Time Spider-Man of 900,000. And I do have a Gear Tier 19 Vulture. So this worked. I don't have the battle handy, but I'll just explain how it goes down. His Vulture goes first, and you pretty much avoid hitting the Big Time Spider-Man, so you target one of the other sides. And from there, you just kind of avoid hitting Big Time Spider-Man. When you can't avoid Big Time Spider-Man with Green Goblin, and then when Shocker goes, instead of doing her ultimate, you do her special into Big Time Spider-Man, and then all the Mysterio summons go, and then you don't want to target Big Time Spider-Man with the Mysterio summons. But then what happens is Mysterio goes, and you do Mysterio's special into Big Time Spider-Man, and from there, it's pretty straightforward. So that's the team I'm using. Now, Nah did make a good point, is that I just want to make sure you saw it. I think it needs to be pointed out on the Infestation counter. If you don't have a big Vulture, the slow on spawn on Big Time Spider-Man might not stick. Without that, it changes the whole match. So that it has to do with my maybe this is only working because I have a larger Vulture. So keep that in mind. Try it out. But I think your Vulture needs to have a similar gear tier level as your opponent's Big Time Spider-Man. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the Strike Pass. And I kind of feel like this is another situation, kind of like the other offer. Like if you're getting bonus stuff, that's good. But if you're not spending on these things, and you kind of want them to be garbage. But I agree with this post right here. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Of course you have. This is the third Elite Strike Pass in a row where we have 44 augmented Ritual Sands and no augmented Psionic Essence. And they're typically needed 1 for 1. What this means this is like not giving us anything at all. Well, it means you got to buy them every time they show up in the store, right? The Essence. Imagine everyone buying the Strike Pass would be like me, have 320 Sands, only 132 Essence. So you got to be diligent about buying these Essence. Which means in the end, I can only really have to use 132. You have to have like an even number. This is Scopely giving us useless gear we can't use. I don't know if this is them not realizing that they're giving the same one or they purposely giving gear. I think they're doing it on purpose. It's just like whenever they run like mutant teams on mutant teams on mutant teams. It's not that there's more mutants in the game than other characters. I mean, there's a little bit more, but it just feels like it all hits at once and then you're starved. Seems like they clump up things and to create imbalances where you have a deficiency of one but not the other. It's like sometimes we have a lot of gold and other times we don't have enough trading materials and it goes back and forth. This is not cool. I think they're doing it on purpose. Scopely should always give us both the required mini units, not only one. You're charging money for stuff we can't use. I agree. And then lastly, Professor DMX. Y'all gonna make me use my mind up in here. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it. Let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.